friends, guests, and adventurers of all ages. Tonight's show is for the brave, the fearless, and the dangerously curious. Witness feats of strength, daring acrobatics, and mystifying magic. Get ready to have the most astounding night of your life. Welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, we get to find out what it's like to parlay with the circus folk, and it doesn't quite go as planned. So there's a lot of fighting in this episode, and one thing you're going to get to see is what Pathfinder 2nd Edition can do when fights go really well. Fights can go very, very, very fast. If you've noticed, a lot of our fights seem to go slow because they've been kind of, I wouldn't say slogfests, but they've definitely been very tactically difficult and requiring a lot of coordination to actually survive. But finally, these guys are level 3, and they finally have a little bit more oomph in their attacks, and they're able to sort of hold their own. And they are going to be able to actually fight and beat people quickly. And you're going to get to see, well, some of that this week. We'll see how it goes. One thing else, and we were discussing this last night, we were just having a BS session, and we were talking about how Pathfinder and Dungeons & Dragons and all these games are really designed for combat, and it's kind of the crux of the system, that without combat, you can't really get loot, you can't really get gold, and obviously it's hard to get experience points. So if you don't fight and kill things, how do you play the game? And especially Pathfinder, I would say, more than, well, old versions of Dungeons & Dragons, you just killed everything. I mean, Dungeons & Dragons, if you ever read the full history, was actually based off tabletop wargaming, which is nothing but fighting. So they assumed everyone was going to be fighting and killing each other. This non-lethal stuff doesn't really exist, or knocking people out. That doesn't exist in the Dungeons & Dragons or even the Pathfinder world. Which brings me to what happens when you want to parlay and you want to just discuss things with other people and not fight. And it's really, really hard to not want to just throw down and start fighting, especially if you're a PC. Because you think to yourself, okay, there's probably a 99% chance I'm going to win this battle. So why should I even negotiate with these NPCs? What can I get from them that will actually make it worthwhile that I couldn't get by beating them and, well, killing them or knocking them out? And that is actually a big problem when it comes to Pathfinder or role-playing games in general, is that there usually isn't a good reason to not just fight. I would say either A, you can't kill the thing you're fighting, B, it's way too high level for you and that if you fight it you'll die, and, well, that's it. I can't even think of a C. I mean, that's kind of it. I mean, otherwise you would just want to fight these things. So I want you all to listen to this week's episode and you tell me who was in the right. Was I in the right, or were, well, all the PCs in the right? I think I was in the right. I've listened to this episode now twice. I think that I negotiate honestly and that I clearly state what the rules of engagement are, and that I think that I'm not the one who decides to change the deal at the last second. Let's see what you think. Again, I'm not really giving any spoilers. Okay, light spoilers, but you'll see where this is going. And there's a lot going on in this episode. Something else that happens in this episode, and this is an issue with all GMs, is that you as a GM have to mentally be prepared to lose all the time. It sucks. You always lose. Now, I'm kind of used to it, but one thing I do like to see, especially in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, is that there's a lot of monsters that have really cool abilities that break the rules in really interesting ways. And sometimes I'll read these modules and I'll see a monster with one of these abilities and I'm really excited. I can't wait to try it out, to see how it works, to see the reactions of the PCs. And this week I wanted to try to do something with one of my monsters, and I don't get to do it. And I am visibly upset. I mean, you can actually hear it in my voice. I mean, I'm a human being like anyone else. I actually got pissed. I kind of was a little mopey the second part of this episode because I was really, really, really looking forward to this. And I didn't even get a chance to use it. And it's just got into my head. I mean, I'm fine afterwards, and we discussed it and talked it out afterwards at the end of the episode. But it's very hard sometimes. And, the PCs, they don't want me to use these special abilities because they don't want to die. But you know what? As a GM, this is one of the things I get enjoyment from the game out of. But as a GM, this is one of the ways I get enjoyment out of the game, to try out cool new abilities and try out my cool new monsters. Yeah, I know they're going to die, but at least I get to try something cool, and I get to use something that's never been done before. And when a monster dies in like 1 round or 0 rounds, and I don't get to use that ability, it hurts. It stinks. It really upsets me. It's not like I'm a PC, and if I don't get to use that ability, I can just do it next encounter. And you know what? I was upset because I was really, really looking forward to it. Now, it all works out in the end, but if you'll hear it in my voice, and yeah, it's not professional of me, but you know what? I just, I'm a person. Like, I had a bad day. I was really looking forward to using this ability. I didn't get a chance to. Now I'm upset because I was looking forward to it for so long. And this isn't the last time this happens. I do get to try out some abilities. I will say that on the flip side, I've sometimes done that where I use an ability and it totally obliterates the PCs, and then I actually kind of feel bad for using it. So that is not the case this week. But do keep that in mind. If you're a player, if a GM gets to try something cool, let them do the damn cool thing. As a GM, as long as you're not a killer GM, you probably just want to try something out. Like this thing that I was going to try out, that's really cool. It wasn't going to kill anyone. It was just neat. It had a lot of flavor to it. It would have done a minimum amount of damage. It just was incredibly flavorful and was really cool. Now, what it was, I'm not going to say, because luckily I do get to do it way later. I think a couple episodes down. So at least I finally get to try it out. And then for my final thing is that they're going to start taking hostages. And that's another thing that D&D and Pathfinder don't handle well. Because if you're a spellcaster, if you can talk, and obviously if your hands free, you can cast spells. So you got to really tie people up really, really well. And it becomes this thing where they could escape, or they can get out and then cause other trouble and bleed encounters. The game is really not designed to handle non-combat, if you think about it. I mean, I don't think it's impossible not to handle non-combat, but the game is really made that when you knock out monsters, that they stay knocked out. And that you can actually just, throw them off the cliff or kill them or just throw them in a room and forget about them. And this becomes an issue because they want to start incapacitating people. And then what do you do with those people? Especially if those people are super crazy evil. How do you handle that? Because they're not just going to sit in a room and just sit there and do nothing. They're going to do everything in their power to escape. And I play my characters, well, as they're supposed to be played. So if they capture the super evil NPC, that super evil NPC is going to do every single damn thing in their power to get out of that dungeon, to kill the heroes, and to succeed in their mission. So, yeah, we'll see how this all goes, because this is also going to be something you're going to see in the next couple weeks. Anyhow, that was a lot of stuff. Let's go through this week's show notes. First of all, I want to mention that we are going to be at Gen Con online. That's right. We have been asked by Paizo to help kick off their stream. So Thursday, July 30th, from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern, I believe on Twitch, I haven't seen the schedule yet, I'm going to be running another game. I'm going to be running another small adventure, a quest. But instead of Eric Mona, we're going to have Luis Loza join us. Luis is a big friend of the show. Luis is awesome. I've had him on the show many times. He's obviously from No Direction as well, works at Paizo, and he has a character all ready to go. So he's going to be our special guest. So July 30th, first day of Gen Con Online, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Look for us. We're going to be running a Pathfinder Society quest. And check us out. It's going to be the same characters that we've been running in Black Lodge with the same gang. And who knows what Luis Loza is going to bring to the mayhem. I imagine it's going to be chaos. So check that out. Next up, do check out the Patreon. If you put in $10, you guys can listen to the show live. $5, and you can listen to it early. And those of you who missed it, man, we had a really big session the other night because we're planning a new podcast. And I let any Patreon join us and listen to us doing the planning session. And that's something you just don't get to see. I didn't even record it. So there's no other record of this. And we sat for 3 hours going through how we're going to play this podcast, what characters we're going to build, who's going to play what are the advantages, disadvantages, and we're even coming up with a few different house rules for this podcast because this one's a little different, and we're all agreeing on how the rules work. So if you're a $10 Patreon, you can join that, and we're still doing that. We're actually going to be doing that next week. We're going to be doing it the next few weeks. We're going to be still, figuring out, how these podcasts are going to work. So you not only get to listen to the podcasts, but you can actually listen to us do anything. In fact, a week ago, we were just playing a board game, and we just streamed that, and people enjoyed watching us play board games. So we just, we open it up to anyone. So whatever we're doing, you can see. So then $10 Patreon, and you're invited to the private Discord channel where you can check out whenever we're on and doing, whatever, whether we're playing board games or we're strategizing or just talking about the games themselves or actually playing. And obviously, if you want to play a game, go to our Discord channel. Just go to discord.rollforcombat.com, and you too can play Pathfinder or Starfinder Society online. And if you get to level 10, you get a free t-shirt. So check that out. But with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode.
All right. So she's going to get all outfitted up in her best, and then she's going to... She'll actually have her bow staff leaning in the corner around the corner so that they can't see it, and she'll hold the darn trident, and she'll wrap the trident on the door.
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Alhara Varys, the amazingly agile Alhara, a half-elf gymnast swashbuckler.
Really loud.
Hold up the shield to my face, only my eyes are above it,
Rob Tremarco is playing Darius Varys, Darius's daring destructions, a half-elf monk of the mountain style.
Mm-hmm. There's a hood. Alhara has it.
Pull the hood up.
Down. Yeah,
don't say anything. Just let them see us.
I can try that, I guess.
Ding dong.
Rob Pontius is playing Otteron, Uncanny Otteron's cauldron of curious concoctions, a human witch of curses.
You knock on the door, and you hear on the other side a gruff voice say, "Yes?
The mayor is ready.
Ready for what?"
He's ready to speak with our master and reveal his secrets.
Oh, I guess that's
Deception?
Okay.
I don't know. Is it secret check? Should you roll my deception at +5?
I don't know about that. He all of a sudden the little opening appears, and he sees, and he's looking through the little peek hole, and he looks out and he's looking at you, and he says, "Where's the mayor? I don't see him."
They've got him back behind the curtain. Now open it up and let us in.
Oh, well, where's the rest of you? There's only 2 of you. Where's the third one?
With the mayor. Come on. Gosh, stop being so daft.
I don't know. Let me go check with Urban. Hold on. And he closes the thing. Whoosh.
Well, at least we know he's leaving.
I love that Alhara's annoyed with this guy.
Do we hear this conversation?
Lauren Sig is playing Hap, the Starlight Sparrow, a human fire elementalist sorcerer.
Oh, yeah.
You hear our side at least.
Yeah, okay.
I love it. They just stop being so dumb. Are they not in league with each other? What's going on?
I know, this seems strange. Well, if he really is leaving to go check with somebody else, then maybe that means they're not on the other side. Should we just try and break the door down?
If they don't let us in,
I was trying to do it the nice way.
I will break it down if they don't let us in.
Okay. But at least right now, there's no one on the other side trying to hold it back up.
Well, they opened that little hole, right?
Yeah.
Darius, why don't you just pull his head through it next time he opens it?
It's like the size of your eyes.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god!
It's very small.
Just pull out like
Not-
brain and
I
stem.
know.
Gross.
I love it. Telekinetic pull.
I mean, I was thinking my staff will probably fit through there. It's pretty small. But on the other hand, like, what good will that do us?
Throw some alchemist fire through it. Ah!
Yeah. You hear a voice coming through the door again. It's kind of muffled since this door is so thick. He says, what were your names again?
Are you serious? We're doing this now? What is wrong with you?
Open the doors.
He says, yeah, if you knew your names, you'd be able to tell me. It's really not that hard of a question.
Who are you expecting? The local circus troupe to just come march down here and be like, ho, 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 we're a bunch of druids. Come on, open the door. I don't have time for this.
Well, I'm Faldor. My buddy's Ebron. So now you know who we are. Who are you? Because I just need to know. Just say your names like I just did, and I'll let you in.
Is there a name tag on my shield?
No.
Property of Thug.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm just looking at Alhara.
Yeah.
Just
Alhara just
looking at
looks back at you and shakes her head, rolls her eyes, and then motions like breaking down the door, and then like holds up a hand to wait. She's gonna go ahead and grab her bow staff and get it ready. And she's like, "Look, can you open up the slat? I'm tired of trying to talk to you like this." And she wants to poke him in the face the second that slat opens.
I love this. What do you think? The circus just gotta kind of show up?
That is pretty good. That's
I
pretty
love
good.
it.
You don't see it opening, and he's like, well, names, waiting.
I'm Alhara the Agile. I'm an Acra. Open the damn door. At least open the slat so I don't have to yell at you through this stupid stone.
Oh, what was that? I heard Alhara. Let me see. Let me check the list here.
And I start pounding on the door. I bust this door down.
Okay.
Let me check the list. Galarian's hottest club is the Hermitage of
Give me-
Blessed Lightning.
Give
Seriously?
me.
It has all the things. Blood, shit, priest who won't let you in.
What the hell is with this bouncer routine? Just freaking let us in.
Give me an athletics check.
You got it.
Oh, yeah.
17.
17.
You try to break open the door, but whatever they have on the other side is pretty strong. And you just smash your shoulder into it. And on the other side, you hear the guy say, Hey, hold up there. You don't need to break down the door. I told you, just tell me your name and I'll let you in. Now I'm starting to get suspicious here.
Oh, he's starting to get
I mean,
suspicious.
if we're dropping our facade, you've held the mayor captive. We've rescued him. We're coming in there, and we're going to trounce you.
My name is Fire, and his name is Death. Come get some.
They hear him on the other side. They go, hey. Whoa. What are you trying to do here? We're just hanging out here with our pet Slurk. We don't want any trouble. In fact, I got a job for you
the
guys.
mayor.
That's
You
not
captured the
me.
mayor.
No, those are those guys out there, right? And then you hear Ebron's like, yeah, what do you got us all mixed up in here? We're just a guard duty here. We have nothing to do with the mayor. What do you want? We got a job for you. Don't you want a job? Give us some gold and everything. Come on. What are you doing?
Job? What job?
Oh, there's a door to the crypts, and there's like ghouls in there trying to kill us. But you sound like you're really strong. You're really good. Maybe you can go in there and kill the ghouls.
Wait.
Overrun this place.
I take my robes off. I drop the shield.
What
Yeah,
is going
Alhara's
on at
shrugging
this
that stuff
hermitage? This is very odd.
This
Why
is so
would you capture
confusing.
the mayor?
I
Why
didn't
would you capture
the
the-
mayor? Hold
But you're
on.
next door to the guys that did.
Oh, those three guys, they're crazy. In fact, I'm glad you're not them. Actually, here, stand back, okay? Okay, parlay.
All right.
Fine.
I will ready a spell to rip their minds
Yeah,
away.
please do.
All right, the door opens.
This is wild.
You have the exact same horrible facial hair as the other
They
ones
don't.
we beat
They
up.
don't. Well, it's because I'm a lazy. No,
Oh, okay.
There's two very different looking men, and with them is one of those slurks. And Hap sees that this guy, Ebern, is standing next to the slurk, petting him on his head, and the slurk is looking up at him with affection, as it is obviously his pet.
Okay, in all fairness, you gotta admit that slurk is pretty cute.
Yes.
But that doesn't change the fact. Where is Harkon?
He looks up. They look up at you and they give you a description. You see a wide hallway that leads into the cliff face at an angle. On the other side is double doors to the west that are carved in blue and green marble and depict a magnificent abstract pattern that evokes both the wind of a tornado and the water of a whirlpool. The handles are green enameled metal leaves, each bearing a drop of water. You see a smaller door to the south, and to the north, a small corridor leading to a door with several planks nailed in it. The first retainer looks at him and goes, hello, Alhara, is it? Yes, I'm Faldor, and this is my friends Ebern, and to be honest, we want nothing to do with these crazy hermitages. Those retainers are nuts. We just wanted to sit here and take care of it, and we've been pretending that we have been corrupted, because on the other side of that door, and he puts his hand on the side of his face. He goes, there's some crazy people there and demons and stuff. And we didn't want to be eaten by one of them demons, let me tell you. But instead, we've been put on guard duty here, because you look up there, and he points to the north where the door is all nailed shut. He goes, that's the crypts. And I think something broke through, because there's ghouls or something going crazy. And they ate half the hermitage before we were able to get this under control. So you look like heroes. Maybe you can go kill them, and we're out of here, man. We're leaving. This place is nuts, I tell you.
What do you know about the druid with the rat hood?
Oh, that rat hood? Oh, yeah.
She's crazy. She's terrible, but she's awesome at parties.
I mean, can we do some sort of sense motive on these guys?
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Perception, maybe?
Yeah, definitely sense motive, or perception to figure out what their story is. Because I don't know, that just seems a little weird that they'd be like, hey, it's okay if you kidnap and beat the crap out of the mayor in the next room. We're cool with that. We just don't like you. I'm like, what?
And why didn't they just leave if things are as bad as they said it is?
Right.
Well, we can't. They look at you and look, to the west of us, we have a crazy, insane demon druid. And then to the east, you had those three. They weren't letting me out. We couldn't get out. We've been stuck here. It's we have been on guard duty here for weeks. We sleep here. They bring us our food. We haven't left this room in God knows how long.
You have been pretending to adhere to whatever they said, their tenets, their activities.
Yeah. We want nothing to do with those. In fact, they just threw us here because we're the two most worthless people in this place. They put us on ghoul guard duty. We're not beating mayors or
Can I make my perception check?
Demons. Sure.
You want me to make it myself?
No, you're really far away too. So
Yeah, I'm in there and also listening and detecting to see if they're lying.
yeah, you think it's completely true. You can barely see them from being 20 feet away in another room. So
No, I'm not. I'm right here.
oh, I did Alteron. Okay, now Darius, I'll do yours
Oh.
separately. It's where you show yourself. It's where you are. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much believe them. I mean, they don't seem like they're lying. They might not be telling all the truth, but they're not bold-faced lying. I mean, one of them sitting here petting a slurk, and this other guy is obviously a coward. So, I don't know. They're like, look, you see? And then they go into the other room, and there's this washroom in the south, and they open up the door, and sure enough, they pull out a dead ghoul. and there you see there's a dead ghoul on the ground. They go, look, this was what was coming through, and we managed to kill this one before it managed to get us. But the other ones, I don't know what's going on up there. They're not so lucky, but. And this door, you can't get through this door. This door to the west, you see this one? It's locked. There's no way you're getting through that thing. It's some magic door. And plus, I'll tell you, the things behind that door are really nasty. You don't want to be going in there.
Well, what if you wanted to get back behind there? How would you?
Well, that door, we don't know. We don't go in there. They come out. We don't try to go in there. You don't want to. If you go in there, you might not come back.
All right, look. Here's the
What
deal.
did you say was to the north?
The crypts. The crypts are to the north.
Maybe
Before we
the
bury
crypts
our
have a
dead.
way through or a secret passage?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, there's tons of secret passages up there, and there's a whole bunch of. There's a lot up there. Trust me. You
Ghouls.
guys have. Well, yeah, there's ghouls, but look at you. You guys are powerful. You can kill those things, no problem. We're cowards. We're just here on guard duty. Here, look. And Slurk is like.
I'm beginning to understand why they listen to you, considering your groveling.
Yes, we're very good. We try to do as little work as possible. I tell you, we want nothing to do with these crazy people. I'm glad you killed those guys to the east. They were a pain in the butt. In fact, that's why we're letting you in, because I thought they might be coming in to kill us. Now I see you're not them. I'm even happier. This is great. So why don't you go up to the north, kill them ghouls. We're out of here, and everyone wins.
I don't
would-
trust them.
We would likely have to kill the ghouls anyway, but yes, you seem at least eager to be gone. What did you do, Hap, to test the family?
Oh, you all wouldn't mind drinking some of our water, would you?
Sure. So you're not going to poison us, are you?
Only if you deserve it. Alhar, do you have any left?
Yeah, but if there's ghouls, aren't we going to need it?
That's a good point.
That is a good point.
I've only got 2 left.
Well, I could use a scroll.
No, don't waste it. It's fine. Not on these idiots.
Well, if you all are as innocent as you say, then you obviously wouldn't mind if we take your weapons, right?
They're like, well, are you going to let us go? Can we get out of here? And you're going to take care of the ghouls, right?
Yeah, we'll
give you
take
your
care of the
weapons.
ghouls.
Fine. I'll tell you what. We'll help you open up these doors, and you guys go in. And as you're going in the north, we'll hand you your weapons. And look, you can even pet
Hand us
Slurk.
our weapons. You're not getting our weapons.
No, we'll hand you our weapons as you're going through the
Mhm.
door. And look, Slurk, he likes you. Look, you can pet him. These
Keep
are
that thing
very-
away from me.
Oh,
Those things
no,
are
It's
gross.
fine. It's fine.
He's cute. Look.
If
Why
you
don't you
really
make
want
him
to
wait
leave,
outside?
it is probably best that you just leave, and then we take care of the door ourselves.
Okay.
Before
know
you
what?
go, can you tell us anything about what's been going on in there? I mean, specifics.
Specific on where? Let's go and where?
Behind there, and she points to the magical doors to the west.
Yeah. Well, there's Yorl. She's evil. Ooh, they all shiver, and even Slurk like shivers a little. You can tell it's like, and they've been consorting with demons. I tell you, I don't know what she's up to, but she's really strong. And she could be here any minute. I tell you, if she comes in here while we're here, you do not want to be around. And I know she's been fooling around and talking to demons. And there was some like big demons and these little floppy demons, and there was like it was gross, man. We don't want anything to do with them demons. Yeah.
Do you know why they started talking to demons?
I have no idea. All I know is that the head honchos here were all starting to introduce us to demons, and they were trying to make us, put them in our mouths and our other orifices, and trying to like make us do crazy things and sacrifices and calling up corrupted animals. I don't know. We just work here, man. We were just here for to worship our God, and now who knows how. We want nothing to do with this. Why don't you just go north and take care
Oh,
of
hey, Alhar, I forgot. I've got one of the, you gave me one of the waters earlier. Here, if you guys really don't have anything in your mouths, you won't mind drinking some of this water, right?
Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll drink this water, and as long as we live, then you go north, and we will drink the water, and everything is taken care of. Deal? Put that as hand.
Drink
I
the water
would
and we'll
not-
see.
make
Okay.
deals.
Well,
That stuff's valuable.
if you're not going to make a deal, then it's going to be hard for us to trust you. I mean,
Just
look, we're
drink the
trusting
water.
you. Fine. And the guy like slurps down the water and gives it to his friend. He slurps down the water and they pour a little bit on the slurp until there's none left. He goes, "Look, you happy? We're not dying. Are we dying? Huh? Tastes like water to us." And they look at each other like, "Yeah, we're fine." Nothing's
Well,
happening.
that was actually just my regular water, but I feel like you all wouldn't have done that if you all were demons.
What? We're not demons. No, the demons, they're big or small. They're just demons, you know. You see demons. We're not demons. Just here. And he's like, "Hey, do you need help? Well, you look pretty strong. I'm sure you could tear down those boards. They're not even
Yeah,
put up
we
that
do
well."
not need help to go north.
Do you know
Okay.
approximately how many corrupted druids and demons are on the other side of those doors to the west?
You know, as I said, the ghouls ate about, I don't know, 10 or 12 of us. So, whatever's left.
Well, whatever's left. How many is that? Like 3? Like 20?
Well, 25 or so of us, and 3 to the east, us 2, and another 12 or 15 dead. What's that? How many is that? 6, 7?
All right, 6 or 7. That's helpful. How many demons did you see?
At least 3 or 4.
Okay. Don't love those odds, but I think if we take them strategically, we could do okay.
Maybe if we just get them to stand close to each other, I'll just take them all out at once.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do our best as usual, concentrating on one before we take the next.
Yes, hopefully we can draw them towards us in a line or something.
I still don't trust these two, but they seem harmless enough, so maybe we just get them out of here and lock the door behind them.
Yes, either way, it is best for you to leave.
Well, first, as I said, we'll give you go through the north, and then we'll give you our weapons, and we'll leave. So that was the deal.
I do not. I mean, you can just put your weapons down here and then go.
Oh, you're breaking the deal. You're
That's
breaking
all
the
right.
deal. I don't know who we can
It's
trust.
fine.
I mean,
It's
you
fine.
see-
It's fine.
We had a deal. You're changing the terms. That's not.
I'm not
something.
looking to make a deal.
Well, we are. So we'll give you weapons as you leave. You said that, and if you're changing the deal, then I don't know if I can trust you anymore.
I don't think I care if you trust us or not. Give us your weapons and go.
No, we told you. You gotta go north
We're
first.
going to go north through the thing anyway. We just don't want you stabbing us in the back.
We're
Yes.
not stabbing you in the back. We're giving you our weapons. Open up the door.
Darius, take their weapons.
Disarm.
Oh, dear.
Roll for combat.
You didn't have to do that. They were trying to be nice, but you guys broke the deal. Who's that?
What deal? We never did a
Uh,
deal. We were just trying to get them to leave.
You guys you had to break the deal.
I'm just saying, if they want an ass whooping, we can do an ass whooping.
Darius is just wrestling them. It's not like we just pulled a gun on them, you know?
Oh, you did. Well, you tried to take away their weapon. They kept telling you that they gave a deal, and you guys broke the deal.
Demons are chaotic.
They're not demons.
How do we know that?
Because they just drank holy water.
It wasn't
They
real
didn't.
holy water.
Elhara's up. You're killing innocent people. Go right ahead.
I'm not killing anyone. All I know
Elhara's
is...
up.
I don't think I mind knocking innocent people unconscious.
That's fine. I'm going to ready an action because things just got tense. So I'm going to ready an action that if any of the 3 of them, because they're all in range of my bow staff, if any of the 3 of them take, so I'll set up a parry for 1 action, and my last 2 will be ready an action. If any of them take an offensive action, like attack or something, then I'm gonna hit them.
All right. Well, you were trying to take away his trident.
Yes.
And he didn't like that. So as soon as you do that, he's like, "You broke the deal."
We didn't have a deal.
He says, "By the tide and the tempest," and then he
Oh, you-
immediately goes.
That's what I
into
thought. That's
a
what I thought.
rage.
They just
They
wanted to trick us.
They're all
No,
crazy.
they
It's all nuts
they
in
all
here.
can do this. They all can do this. Okay, so Faldor, who's right in front of Darius, raises his trident up and is like, "By the tide and the tempest," and he seriously suddenly gets super strong. And it's like, "You broke the deal. All we wanted to do was leave."
Oh yeah. See, yeah, that's yeah. Mm-hmm.
Except that we told
Mhm.
them to leave like 18 times and they didn't. So
He attacks Darius. Hits you with a 19. Wow, good thing he didn't hit you with a crit.
I'm not in the mountain stance because you can't take it unless you get, special permission from your parents.
Well, it wouldn't matter because you only get a +2 to mount it. You'd still
No,
get
I
hit
get
with
plus
your
Four.
4.
Plus
21,
4.
I would have missed. So
Why do you get a
continue.
point? Why do you get +20, +4?
Because
Because
that's what
welcome to
mountain
mountain
stance
stance.
Ah. All right, well, they hit you for 13 points of damage.
Hey.
what? I'm so confused. So we tell them to leave. We just don't want them stabbing us in the back, or to turn over their weapons. And they say, "No, we're gonna wait until you go into the scary ghoul area to stab
Yes,
you in the back."
Vanessa, I can't believe
Yes.
you were surprised that they were lying.
I mean, they're obviously lying. They attacked us first.
So why are you
You
incredulous?
grabbed their what? No,
No, we didn't. We didn't
He
get a chance to
did.
do anything.
He
They just
said
started
he grabbed
stabbing
it.
us.
He said he tried to grab the weapon.
I didn't get a chance to.
Well, you can do it now.
Like you went for it. So
Yeah,
he
now that
stabbed
you're
you.
bleeding,
You
go
went
ahead.
for it. You went for it. You went for it.
No, like, they're clearly-
so frustrating. And what's mostly frustrating to me is them complaining that we were just trying to leave when we were literally
Yeah.
like, just
Yeah.
get the hell out of here. And they're like, no, go into the ghoul area first. We want to make sure you go in there. Wait, who fucking cares?
Yeah,
Get out
here's
of
what
here.
happened. We forced their hand on the attacking us. That's
Yeah,
what
I
happened.
think that's what
So I
happened.
don't know why this is a surprise.
He attacks you again, and it rolls a 17, Darius. You get hit for 15 points of damage.
This is so dumb.
Do you attack one of them, Alhara? Did you have a raid?
Yeah, well, on the first one, I was
Should have
going to do the
triggered.
raid action. I was just way too incredulous about the whole thing. So, yes, I guess I'll attack Faldenor, who's a freaking idiot.
Baldenor, get right ahead. It's got a lower AC now.
25 to hit.
You hit. 7 points of damage.
7 whole points. Look at that.
Okay. And now Ebern goes. And he also raises his fist. He says, Slurk! Defend me by the tide and the tempest.
You're just as crazy as the ones out front.
We got to do something about Darius's AC, like in the first
No.
round.
Well,
Usually
that's why
I
he shouldn't go
yeah.
first. I should go first.
And then he attacks. He moves 5 feet. He attacks Alhara. Hits you with a 30. What's your AC? 20?
21.
Why is it 21? Oh, because, missed by 1.
I set up a
Uh,
parry.
18 points of damage.
Ouch.
Hap is up.
Level 2, a burning hands. I don't have time to make this pretty.
Yeah.
Big flamethrower. I'm gonna hit all 3 of them.
You're going to hit all 3, including your friends, or no?
No, just
Nope.
the 3 of them.
I know, I'm kidding.
All right, max
Wow.
of good damage.
So, reflex.
Mm-hmm.
Slurk critically fails.
Oh, he did 38
good.
fire damage to the slurk.
Ooh.
Retainer also
Critically
critically
fails.
fails.
38 fire damage.
That's a good spell.
Burn,
Potent.
baby, burn.
Fried the slurk.
Wow.
This got bloody fast.
And Aberron dies too. And what is the other one? Is 18 points of damage because he fails. Normal.
Who was the one that the mayor wanted us to save?
It was like Harkin or something. Harmon.
Harmon?
Yeah, Harmon. Faldor is the only one still alive, and Darius is up.
Mountain stance.
Okay.
And I will do a flurry of punchings.
13 is a miss.
So is a 12.
Miss.
I will do a
Can do one more.
Hail Mary. Nope. Whiff.
Nope.
My anger distracts me from the fight.
Acheron's up.
Acheron glares at Faldenor. You have chosen violence using Evil Eye.
Rolls a 19.
All right. And then gestures to the other one's trident, Erulavodik, and sends it flying at the other one.
That's just mean.
That's so badass.
Kinetic projectile.
This is the shit.
Oh,
18.
you just hit him
Woohoo!
for minimum damage, which is 10 points.
Not minimum. It's just one of the dice was the lowest value.
And Ataran just shakes their head.
Now they're all dead. As he's dying, he looks at you and says, "We weren't lying. We would have let you go." And they dies.
Those three were incredibly stupid. It sounded very much like they were trying to trap us with the ghouls, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What do you want to me?
100%.
Well, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. Time to patch up and loot the bodies, I guess.
Ataran just shakes their head. Yes, I will look them over. And Ataran will.
I wanna.
Same equipment?
The same equipment, except Faldenor carries a small tin with him that wasn't on the other ones.
All right, what's in the tin?
Yeah.
Flesh-eating insects.
Mm-hmm.
The tin, it appears to be some alchemical substance.
Alright, Ataran will. Kind of like... Oh, it takes 10 minutes, right?
10 minutes.
Yeah,
10
so
minutes. Heal up.
Ataran will... Oh, are you? You are taking 10 minutes?
Should we not?
Yeah, so Ataran will start to like smell it and look it over while they're patching themselves up.
I want to spend some of this time like looking for a passage in their holy book about moving on to the next life. Something respectful I can recite to Gozra that his servants have perished here.
Does it say anything about rolling them off a cliff?
My
I hope
crafting
so.
is currently plus 11 if you need it.
I'll treat myself for wounds.
Okay. You spend 10 minutes. Ooh, Exterius is successful.
There we go.
You look at the item, and it is a tin of silver sheen.
This is silver sheen. It can coat a weapon or like 10 bolts or arrows. It will make your weapon have the alchemical silver on it for about an hour. Useful for fighting demons when we're ready.
I thought demons didn't like cold iron, and Ahara pulls out the cold iron pick.
Oh, yes. Sorry, wrong one. Do I know of anything in particular that wouldn't like silver?
Yeah, usually undead.
Huh.
Oh, really? Interesting. So, Atron would say, I meant undead. It would be useful for the ghouls.
What a coincidence, assuming there are ghouls.
Hey.
Somehow, I don't think they were lying, and Ataran looks at the dead body. But that doesn't mean they were not lying about anything else.
Atron, do you think you could coat, I don't know, a handful of rocks or something with it? That way you could use those? Because you like to throw things around. GM, would that work?
Yeah, I mean, he can coat things with them if he wants to. It's one
10
thrown
rocks.
weapon. Or 10 pieces of ammunition if you want to put it in your sling.
Right, but I was just thinking, like, Ataran, one of their main go-to spells is telekinetic projectile. So can that projectile basically be a piece of ammunition?
Oh, that's a
like,
good idea.
and therefore gain the silver properties.
I'll say you can do it for 3 pieces because they're a little
Three?
bigger than a rock. So
Well,
I'll
I
say
think we
three.
mean like, coating like a
Yeah,
particular
3.
rock.
Well,
one
three large items that you would normally use for telekinetic projectiles. So it
I
wouldn't
don't
be
know,
all
it has
10.
to be large, right?
Well, all I'm saying is 3 telekinetic projectiles,
Okay.
10
Okay.
ammunition, because it's not ammunition. It's either one melee weapon, but it continues to work on the melee weapon.
Well, that's why I thought like
Yeah,
maybe we do
technically,
it to a
couldn't I just-
dagger and then just the dagger.
Yeah, I mean, if I was going to do it for a telekinetic projectile,
You
I
can
would
just do it on the
keep
same
using the
item and
same
keep
item.
reusing it. Right.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I see.
in fact, doing it on 1 versus 3 doesn't really matter.
Oh, I'm just so used to the Pathfinder 1 where it only works once, so ammunition was always the better choice.
yeah, I got
Yeah.
you.
So, in fact, whatever you want, I mean, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter. It's
okay,
gonna be
cool.
one
So
piece.
Ataran would say, yes, I could coat this trident and then fling it around if necessary.
I
All
think
right,
it's
so 3
necessary.
more dead things, another slurk, and 2 more seemingly semi-innocent fellers you killed. Add that to the list.
They weren't innocent. They were going to lock us in there with ghouls.
Yeah, we were definitely getting betrayed by them.
No.
100%.
Do we want to, when we are ready to go through, will we want to use the silver sheen on one of your weapons? Or should I prepare this trident?
It'd be probably pretty good on my dagger, and if we thought that you could use it more than me, I can always just throw it up in the air for you to fling around. That could be fun.
Yes, we should put it on your dagger, I agree.
All right, well, if we see something that it'll work on, I guess I'll just keep it on myself.
Yes.
By the way, so about how much time has passed since we started searching all of those guest rooms and dealing with these people?
I'd say it's like 5 o'clock by now.
I don't know what that means.
So about half an hour.
Mm-hmm. You got here at 3, so it's been about 2 hours or so.
Okay. So we spent an hour and 10 minutes, so 70 minutes with the mayor before sending him on his way. At that point, there was 50 minutes until we could use treat wounds again. And then we looked around all these rooms and had this big conversation, and then this fight in the hallway, and I'm trying to figure out, that was 30 minutes then?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it again now, you can.
Yeah, we should probably definitely do that then. All right, Darius, do you, all right, so you want me to bandage up myself and you'll bandage up yourself? Or I'll bandage you up?
I'll bandage you, and if that doesn't do it enough, you also do yourself?
Well, no, that's not how it works. So you become immune to treat wounds regardless of who it's from.
Then, whichever.
Hap, do you want to look at this south room for magic?
You're missing fewer hit points, so
yeah,
I
I'll
would
look in
benefit
there.
more from a crit. So I
Yes.
will bandage you up and you bandage me up and we spend 10 minutes and then we keep going.
Sounds good.
The room to the south is a washroom. There's a small room. Contains a wall-mounted basin with water. There's a few hooks bearing gray robes and soap.
I'll concentrate on the presence or absence of magic.
There is no magic.
Then I will leave.
None?
Not that I could find.
Since they are busy with their wounds, I will take a quick spot check. So Ataran will come in and look around just in case with a perception check with a seek action. Or 2, if necessary.
There's very little to seek in this room. There's some robes. You pat them down. There's some soap. It's a very small washroom. Other than the dead ghoul that was on the ground, looks like this room is totally clean.
Oh my god.
Hey, Darius, you healed 2 points.
I did it.
Plus
All right,
5.
well, Darius gets 12 hit points back and I only get 2.
Well, he gets plus 5 because he's got.
Yeah, well, I didn't have...
Well, then you get 17 back and I get 2. Because there was a better chance that Darius would get a critical. I can't get a critical because I'm using assurance. And so I was like, well, I'll just do the nice reliable amount because Darius is missing a lot. I'm just pretty hurt. I should probably get one of those healing scrolls before we move on.
Yeah, hit her with the healing scroll.
How many scrolls do you have left?
I have 3.
Alright, then I suppose I should use one on you, Ahara. And so Ataran will come back out, and then take out a scroll, and use it for focused healing 2 actions. What is it again? 1d8 plus some amount?
2 actions is 1d8 plus 8.
10 points of healing it is.
Oof. I'll take it though. All right.
Yeah, my rolls on these heal scrolls have not been good.
We can wait an hour.
We should probably press on.
No, I don't think so. If we learned anything from Plaguestone, if there's
And
no
from
clock,
earlier in this.
if there's no clock on anything, like an actual clock, you can take as much time as you want.
I don't like being that way, but I also don't
I don't
want
like
to
being that
die.
way, but Pathfinder 2 is making us be this way.
Yeah.
I would also
alright.
like to... Oh, I should ask first. Do I have a concept of ghouls having any sort of sickness or disease?
Hold on.
Yeah, I was about to use that of character information.
You don't know that even in character or out of character because maybe these aren't ghouls. So
Didn't they call them ghouls?
yeah, but you don't know. Ghouls are undead monstrosities that like to eat the dead. They like to eat corpses. They attack with jaws and claws. And sure enough, they can do a few things. They can paralyze you, which is a lot of fun. And of course, they have the infamous ghoul fever, which will turn you into a ghoul if you get it. So you got that going for you.
All right, so Atron would say, do we have any anti-plague besides the one I carry?
No.
Did we each buy a new one, or did we?
No, that was
drink those?
antidotes for venom and
Oh,
poison. Unfortunately, if these are ghouls, their bite can cause paralysis and a disease called ghoul fever that will consume you, and if you die from it, you will become a ghoul.
Oh, that's so gross.
It is a dangerous disease, yes. So, whoever is first, if these are truly ghouls, will likely want to down the anti-plague I have. I only have one.
If we only have one, shouldn't we wait and see if someone gets bitten? Maybe we won't get bitten.
I love your optimism, Alhara.
Yes, I think it would be wise to take as we go in, if they are truly ghouls. Can I look at the corpse? Do I think it was a ghoul?
Yeah. You think it was a ghoul. You're pretty sure it was a ghoul.
So Acheron looks back into the southern room and just frowns and nods. That is most likely a ghoul. So yes.
Darius, I don't understand. Why don't you take your mountain stance before we get into a fight so you don't get hit as much?
Oh my gosh.
According to the laws of the monks and the great knowledge passed down from generation to generation, only stances can be taken when some great peril is about to happen, but not about to happen, is happening.
You just constantly walk around like walking sideways, like you're like
Right,
being
like in a
dropped.
combat stance, right.
Like a crab.
Always like a crab walking.
Those monk laws sound silly. I don't know why you don't just do it anyway.
You're right. I should break the monk laws.
Ooh,
I wish to.
Whoa.
To be fair, there are no monk laws. I didn't think that they'd
There's
go
laws.
as hard as they did.
They are laws. In fact,
No.
you have to be in a concentrated state. And when you're in encounter mode and fighting for your lives, only then can you go into the stance. Because it takes a huge amount of energy and focus to do so. So you can't just walk around like that.
Yeah, you
It would
can't
be
walk
like
around
walking around like
Super
that.
Saiyan. If you walk
No,
around Super
it's like-
Saiyan,
No.
it gets boring.
But if I'm about to bust through a door, I can take it.
Yeah, you're like walking around on tiptoes. You can't do it all the time. But I'll tell you what, by being so in character, Darius, you get an extra hero point for that.
Hey!
Oh, hey.
And so does everyone else.
Hey!
Hey!
Everyone's got two.
I'm going to
Because
spend this all in one place.
things might be getting
I'm gonna-
crazy.
I'm going to
So what are you
spend them
doing?
both when a ghoul bites me.
Well, what are you guys
Still
doing right
fail.
now?
All right, so I guess we're going to allow Darius to continue healing me for the next 50 minutes,
Okay.
which should heal me
Double it.
2 whole more hit points.
Well, I could
Well,
re-roll after
hold
an hour.
on. Oh, no. Whoever said you could just hang out here for an hour? You guys are talking crazy because I love where he said there's no consequences. You're not on the clock. You are wrong, good sir. Because while you're waiting, something's about to happen.
Well, that's different.
This ain't
Steady.
Plague
Are
Stone.
you ready?
This ain't Plague Stone.
I mean, if in character you guys decided you wanted to wait longer to heal
Yeah.
up, then Acheron would wait. So
I mean, that was what the group consensus seemed to be, is like, no, we should go in our full strength. So it was like, okay, well, let's just
Right.
make sure to heal our wounds and make sure we're good to go.
especially after I warned you of ghoul fever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's a little
exactly.
scary.
Ghoul fever. It's the man that will paralyze
That's-
you.
That's ghoul finger. What you're saying.
Ghoul finger.
Yeah, provided it doesn't fall off.
It's the ghoul that knows you're
So
I
much.
I so much. I gotta know the damn lyrics.
Necrotizing finger.
But all right, are you ready? While you're waiting, while Darius and Alhara are playing patty cake to get better, while Hop is doing whatever she's done.
She's just sitting down and playing with fire.
Okay, while Acheron is playing with a dead corpse of a ghoul.
Whoa!
thinking-
Don't put that juju on me. Mm-mm.
While he's
Mm-mm.
thinking,
No,
wow, what is
no.
this? He's trying to learn. He's like taking little pieces off, tasting it.
No,
going,
no,
Ew,
what? You're crazy! No!
Acheron's
No.
holding the hand up going,
Acheron,
"Cool
why are you eating that?
finger."
That's so
Acheron would
gross.
look through the holy rites of Gozra. That's what they would do in that time.
That's disgusting.
can
While
just-
you're doing that, suddenly the door to the front smashes open, and a woman.
It's that slurk that ran away. Oh,
A woman towering who is carrying a trident, wearing leather armor, gray robes, has hair frizzing out of her hooded robe.
She needs to moisturize.
Yes, and she comes in saying,
It's all the humidity. It's either Mrs. Frizzle,
Who also needs
or-
to moisturize her hair.
Yeah, I'm also getting pictures of the female princess from Brave.
ooh.
Oh, she looks cool.
She looks wild. I love it.
I know, I'm not doing it justice how cool she
She looks
is.
like an angry sea witch, and that is the best kind of witch.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is like shouty and pissed off and determined.
She just wants some respect, y'all.
And really, her hair just looks unwashed. It actually doesn't look like under moisturized. It just looks like kind of greasy.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I mean, but she's also a hermit. She's, so.
Right. She doesn't, have a conditioner.
This woman, forceful, with her gray robes and her trident, and she says, "Enough! We're to attack the ghouls at once!" And she looks around, seeing her dead retainers and you four looking up at her, and says, "How dare you!" Ugh! And you can guess what's happening.
Oh, we're rolling for combat.
Better.
She's dropping some heat.
Roll for combat!
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
She's in front of the door. There's something weird behind her. You can't quite see it. Alhara is up first, and there's also the three dead guys blocking you in the hallway, which should be no problem, but we'll find out. And Darius and Alhara finish their game of patty cake and go, "Oh,
Oh, fun. So Alhara is immediately going to literally leap all the way over to in front of the door as a first action. She is then they're just stacked right up, and that is a really bizarre room. I wish you guys could see this. There's like a crazy sea under the sea mosaic all over the floor. It's crazy. Anyway, so her second action. I'm a little worried about these people.
Just try to talk to her.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to happen. We were also told she was crazy and scary. She
The ship has
is.
sailed.
I'm going to try to trip her. I got my bow staff here. Let's just try to knock her to the ground.
You straight tripping.
Straight trip.
I mean, all she did was open a door and get angry.
No, we were told on her.
That's it.
She's nuts. Ooh, natural 20, 30
Wow,
to trip
nice.
So what happens? She just falls, or
her. On a critical success, a couple things are going to happen. So, if it's a critical success, the target falls and lands prone and takes 1d6 of bludgeoning damage.
what?
Wow,
That's
big
BS.
damage there.
Hey, I'll take it. Max again,
Oh,
6
hey.
points. So Alhara leaps into action, sweeps the bow staff under her feet, knocking her to the ground, where she smacks her head on the ground.
Breaks
and then
her
Alhara
tailbone.
starts to twirl her bow staff back and forth, setting up her parry. That's all my actions.
Ural, the corrupted female high druid, is furious. And she
Wow.
just looks at you with
An evil
blood
druid.
pouring out of her head, and she just starts to laugh.
Oh no.
Oh yes. She casts a spell.
My favorite kind of villain.
And,
I don't want her to do that.
Oh, this is going to be a fun one.
No.
Are you ready?
No,
Don't you
Oh,
dare
no.
say what I think
Don't
you're
do
gonna
it.
say. Don't you dare.
don't do it.
Do you see that
Ooh, I
ball
do.
of flame and
Ooh.
fire?
Okay.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
A sphere of flame appears on top of Alhara.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Give me a reflex save.
I thought it was gonna be lightning bolt, so this is
Oh, 29.
29.
Pretty good. I believe creatures that make your save take no damage. So you
That's
jump
right.
out of the way and do not get hit by the flaming sphere.
Nice.
Awesome.
She's still on the ground, however.
She is.
She looks at you. What else will she do?
She could get up.
Yeah, she actually gets a bonus, I think. When she's
Unless that
prone
was a
for
3-action
attacks.
cast.
No, 2 action. I got 1 action left. I was looking at prone. Hold on. Yeah, what do you know? She gets a +4 to AC against ranged attacks. Oh, maybe she's gonna hang out down there. It's not a bad thing, since that's the only thing you guys have against her. But she's too proud to sit down, so she gets up. She gets up and scours at Ahara, and the orb is dancing around her feet. A hap is up.
Good job, O'Hara, but be careful. And then I'm gonna summon up beautiful embers of butterflies to surround O'Hara in a forbidding ward. And it's so beautiful that O'Hara is guided by guidance. 3 actions, I'm done. And I'm still sitting down, by the way, because I was sitting down while we were taking a rest.
All right. Darius will take the mountain stance. It is now time. The laws permit this stance. Kaboom!
Nice.
No, of course not. I know that. But when I decide to burst in a room, I should be able to decide.
You couldn't be doing mountain stance while you're playing patty cake, you know?
Yeah, you kick in the door, you should start in mountain stance.
Correct.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Right. Now she's getting a little bit of
And I
cover
take
because of
2
Yeah.
flurry of blows, falling stone strikes, fists like boulders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoop-ah!
Nice.
You do that. Holy crap.
Woohoo! Whoop-oo!
27. You crit.
18 damage.
Do a whopping 18 points of
Nice.
damage.
I don't know why I made a
Damn.
14 save. Ignore that. No, I'm going to use,
Don't kill her too
my other
quick. Don't
strike.
kill her
Get a
too
-5.
quick.
Hold on. 17. Yes!
Oh, you hit.
Now she makes a
7
fortitude
points of
save at
damage.
DC 18. 19, sorry.
Whew.
Aw.
That's fine. Fine, fine.
27, sucker.
All right. I am.
She rolled a
I
19.
mountain stanced, I moved, and I
Are you
struck.
done?
And I'm done.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yes.
Remember the worm
Yes.
demons? Remember those things you fought in the graveyard? Well, now there's one, and it's free and flopping around behind her like a pet.
Gross.
And it's like flopping around, and it sees you, and it's all excited because it wants to go down your throat and take you over.
Be careful who you date, kids.
This is why I gave O'Hara guidance.
Mhm.
That's right. Oh, what will it do? What will it do? It's got so many things. Oh, let's do the first one.
Gross.
Gross.
You make cat.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right. It's not going to do that.
Oh, bubble.
All right. It'll do the next one.
Oh,
Are you
good.
ready? You're not going to like it. It casts a spell.
What?
I got so much heat right now.
Literally, you got fire on you.
All right, let's see it.
Let's see. You.
Ruh-roh, Reggie.
Ooh.
Oh no. Fortitude?
Give me a fortitude save as it tries to
Ooh.
harm you. 2 action harm.
24?
24. So you still take half the damage.
Yeah.
'Cause the action was 19. So it does. It is a 3rd level, believe it or not.
Wow.
So wait. Was that wow? It actually only did 8 points,
Yeah.
even rolling
So I only take
2d8
4.
damage. So you only take
Fantastic.
4 points of damage?
No,
That
it's
seems
great.
Garbage.
great.
It's great.
Does not seem like it's.
I don't know,
I'm
I think
pretty
it's
happy
great.
with it.
And then the next thing it's going to try to do is it's going to
Oh, that's
burrow,
not good.
hop up right over there behind Alhara. It like went under the
Gross.
ground and then popped back up right from the little bit of stone because it can do that.
Acheron
Acheron's up.
will glare
What
at
do you
the
do?
Vermlek.
No.
Yes,
Don't glare at the
glare.
Vermlek. Hey, I moved the Vermlek back in that case. That's not what I wanted.
Ah.
Fine.
Ooh.
It's an
Frightened
evil eye.
one.
And
How'd it get
didn't we
over there?
Burrowed. And then
It
Ataran
Burrows.
just looks to the trident and grins ever so slightly and says, Eru Lavodik, and like gestures and sends it flying at the Vermlek. 24.
Ooh.
Nice.
Silver?
No, we didn't put silver.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, okay.
No, we're
Oh,
gonna
you
put that
did.
on the
No, we
dagger,
didn't do it
and we
yet.
wouldn't do that until we were about to go in anyway.
That's
so
right.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, takes 7 points of damage as it gets hit. O'Hara, you have a burning
I do.
sphere on your...
I do. I should really get out of the square. It's a bad square to be in. It's a square that can do a lot of harm to me, and so I feel like the best thing for me to do right now is to tumble through Yorl's square.
Ooh.
Now here's the cool part. So I already have panache. Because it is a maneuver that would give me panache if I didn't have it, I get a +1 to this check. So
That's
I'm gonna
cool.
roll, yeah, it's not bad. I'm gonna roll acrobatics to try and beat her reflex DC. Does a 17, +1, does an 18 do it?
Barely.
Nice.
I will take barely. So I'm just going to move right to the other side of her and incidentally away from that darn flaming sphere as my first action, leaving her flat-footed against my attacks until the end of the round. And I know you don't want us to take her out too fast, but she scares the crap out of me. So I'm going to go ahead and use a confident finish
Guidance.
with a swift kick to the small of her back. This is going to be for non-lethal damage.
No guidance.
No, I'm afraid that she's going to do something terrible to me.
Oh, doesn't
know
it
what?
go away after your turn though?
Maybe. Yeah. You know what? Let's just use the guidance. So I'll take a +1 on this too. Why not?
Or maybe it goes away on my turn. Yeah, you can probably save it.
I'm going to use it. 29,
Okay.
30 with guidance. Oh no, there's a +1, so 29 total
Nice.
against her flat-footed armor class.
Yeah, you critter.
Nice.
And did you get the 7 points of additional damage in there from
Is it
my
7 or
confident
14
finish?
because it's a crit?
Did I crit her?
Must have critted her.
Then it's 14 additional damage. You do not get to do nasty things to us, Miss Meanie Lady, because we are being tactical. I guess I have a third action left. My third action, because the Vermlick is now out of my range, is just going to be to set up my parry yet again, continuing to swing that staff back and forth across her to deflect any incoming attacks.
So Hap is gonna stand up, kind of brush herself off a little bit. Since Jarl is gone, I don't have to maintain my spell on Alhara, so I will use Elemental Toss to attack the Vermlick. And I have time. I will shape it into a pretty little bird. What's?
Nat 1.
Yeah, nat 1. That's what I thought. Okay. So I think that's going to miss with a nat 1. But it was still beautiful, and as it flies away, Darius feels inspired by guidance.
Ooh, pretty.
Darius is up.
We're gonna get swarmed by ghouls now.
Yes.
All right, let's do some Vermlick murder. I will move to hopefully flank it when Alhara gets out. Move there. And then Flurry of blows.
Hey, you can move there.
Why?
It's half a square. There's a wall there.
Oh, I can't tell because it's black.
Yeah, I thought there was just line of sight things going on.
No, that's literally the screen
Wall.
is not- yeah, there's a wall there. That's a wall.
And I'll send over this dude. And, well, Flurry of blows. Falling stone strikes. Ba-pow! 28.
Awesome.
And guidance +1.
Mm-hmm.
18 critical damages.
Yep.
Nice.
Whew.
Doesn't feel good getting crit all the time, does it?
And then a miss.
Let's not get cocky.
It's like a cocky.
Oh, no, good point.
Make a DC 19 fortitude save.
Didn't it do that already? Or is it every time?
No, it's every time I strike.
Every time, yeah, he
And I didn't
uses-
hit it. I hit Yorl. Oh, that's a big miss. Is it higher level than me?
You'll be bleeding out.
Is it level 4 or higher than level 4?
And it critically missed, so I think it's
And it critically miss. It
all
loses
three.
3.
It does
It
nothing.
loses and I stunned it. Literally, finally, stunning fist stunned.
Otteron's up. It skips its turn as it was totally stunned and couldn't do anything.
Otteron continues to glare, so it stays frightened 1, and then says Erulavodic, and like lifts up the trident and then brings a hand down to stab into it again, hopefully. But no, as I rolled a 1 with a 10. And that's the end of my turn.
Alhara's up.
All right. Wow, geez, we're just doing so well. All right. I
For
think
now.
Until Hap and I both start rolling 1s.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, we need to take this Vermlick like down and out. So,
I like how it was stunned in place and I couldn't hit it.
I mean, you were expecting it to move and it didn't. So, it's cool. It's fine.
Right.
Right. All right. So Alhara is going to move into a flanking position. And from there, going to spend an action to swing, to strike at it with her bow staff. Because we got to squash this bug. 21 against its flat-footed armor class. Flat-footed and frightened.
Yep, you hit.
7 points of bludgeoning damage. And her third action will be to ready her parry once more.
Hap is up.
Don't worry, guys. I'll burn it, and then I'm going to move so that I can get a clear shot.
That's your T-shirt. Don't worry, guys. I'll burn it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It'll be the first time I finally have a saying that's not terrible.
I'm just more worried about like Dark Willow, like Buffy season 6. That's what I'm worried about.
Yep. And here's a beautiful bird that causes burning harm with produced flame. Another natural 1. Let's see if I can get it back.
Critical miss with a natural 1. Are you done?
Yes, quite.
Darius is fully up. Oh boy, here we go.
Fully up and fully ready. Here it comes.
Finish it.
Finish him. I will do it. Oh, yes! Again!
Wow. Wow.
I rolled an 18 plus 10 plus
It's a-
flanking.
It's a female Vermlick.
I can't tell.
Yeah.
Does it have long eyelashes like Bugs Bunny?
You hit it. 14 points of damage. It's still alive.
I
Still
think
alive.
worms are hermaphroditic.
All
Second
right.
strike.
Yeah, kill it.
16, but it's flat-footed. Yeah! 7 damage.
Still alive.
Oh, no.
my god.
Kill the bug. It won't die.
Damn it. One more.
Like it's
Minus
taking
10.
a lot of damage.
Get
It's a
it,
New
get it,
York
get
City
it, get it.
cockroach.
A lot of damage.
If you don't get it, it's gonna come kill me.
Oh! Dude!
Another critical!
And that was a crit!
Wow.
20 damage.
That isn't
Amazing.
fair.
Oh, yes! Darius grabs it by one of its, like, spiky head fangs, and then brings his other fist down into its mouth and rips out whatever grabbable meat is in it, and then it kicks it to the ground, carrying it.
We do not rest enough. We do much better when we have rested.
Right.
Dad always says you should get a good night's sleep.
You should bring her body in.
The Vermlick's dead. I guess she's unconscious. What are you going to do? You're
gonna
only
take her
half
weapons.
healed.
Yeah, kick her
Tie
weapons
her up so
away.
she can't cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Bring her
Why?
in here.
Meanwhile, Alhara is going to raise the Vermlick worm thing up on the end of her bow staff and carry it all the way out to the cliff and fling it off the edge of the cliff.
Nice.
Okay. I mean, she just has leather armor, gray robes, trident, and she has a wooden religious symbol of Gozra defaced with nasty-looking, horrible runes of some sort.
Well, we're gonna take her symbol away from her.
Can
We're
I try
gonna-
to identify those runes?
You look at the runes, and they're demonic of some sort. Whether you're not exactly sure, but looks like they've been purposely defaced to show that they are no longer worshiping Gozra and is now a demon worshiper. Dun dun dun.
Well, we take the holy symbol away. I guess Atron's got that. We're gonna pull her armor off of her, but she's got robes on, so we're not being lewd here. We're gonna leave the robes on, of course.
Yes,
I'm-
please.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're fine. The weapon's already kicked away. I assume Darius already has her tied up.
Tied up.
So, I think we're good.
Yeah. Just to specify, we bring her into this room so we can shut those doors.
We could bring her into that old shed out back and then lock it.
Not a bad idea.
She may be able to summon help.
Well, do we want to interrogate her now or later?
Bear in mind, there's the possibility she can shape change if she is conscious.
That's true.
We do not want her conscious. But she is either completely corrupted or influence corrupted.
Why don't we lock her in here and then go deal with the big demon and come back and hope that she's not corrupted anymore?
The symbols represent some sort of demonology that she has scratched and put into her symbol. Something is very wrong.
Wait, you think she did deface her symbol willingly?
No, I'm saying she did do it, but I don't know if she did it willingly.
I just hope we don't have to hurt anybody who's innocent of all of this.
Glance at the dead druids on the floor.
They tried to kill Darius.
I mean,
That's
is
hardly
true.
innocent.
But
No.
we need to make sure she stays unconscious.
Do you have like a potion or a toxin or something that'll do that, Atron?
No, I do not.
Does this mean we need to look up the rules for unconscious?
No, I know what they are.
Okay. Alright.
She's unconscious. I mean, eventually she'll come to on her own, or if you heal her, either one.
Well, I guess the eventually is what we were wondering
I
about.
mean, if you want to tie her up and
You don't
gag
know.
her and
You
put
don't
her
know.
in one of these bedrooms so she can't cast and move.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let's just do that. So we got her tied up. Let's shove her in a bedroom, and we'll
We'll even put her in the nice one.
Yeah,
The
put
nice
her in
one
the
that
nice
we
one.
bar the door,
We'll put her in the bed, and then we'll bar the door.
Yeah,
But
that sounds good.
she's tied up and she can't speak. Is that correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, you will need to make sure her mouth is stuffed and then bound.
Yes, and we'll cut her fingers off.
No, no, no.
No, I know we don't do that.
Hap!
We don't do that. I'm just
This
kidding.
escalated quickly, Dark Willow. Ataran would take off if she has any material components. Make sure we took the symbol as we already did. Yeah, and then make sure she's bound and gagged.
She is.
All right, so she's taken care of for now. Do we open up the... Well, I guess we can explore the room she came from.
Well, Ahara's in the room, and she's in the center, so...
Oh,
You
yeah.
see a magnificent gallery glowing with light from magical spheres set in the 8 twisting pillars that stretch from the floor to the ceiling 20 feet above. The ceiling depicts a cloudy, storm-tossed sky with remarkable realism. The floor is covered with mosaic tiles that portray the depths of the ocean, complete with coral reefs, seaweed beds, and schools of fish. Corridors lead away from the gallery to the north and the south, and the hall ends in a massive bronze double door sculpted in a fantastic diorama of animals of all kinds. Fish swimming in the sea, beasts walking to earth, and birds soaring in the sky.
This whole place is just so beautiful.
It
Kind of-
is.
Kind of makes you forget about the horrors going on around us.
Perhaps, though, we should make sure you finish healing up Alhara before we proceed.
However, while you're talking, Alhara and Hap, maybe Darius, probably not Ataran because he's not in the room, see something incredible that happens. The beasts on the door to the west suddenly turn to look at the heroes and speak the following words in an earthly chorus.
Corruption has shut this door, but that cannot keep us out. Cleanse these halls of the corrupted that infest it, and we will open this door for you. Or, if you are one of the chosen of the wind and the waves, then you may enter.
The beasts then return to their original positions.
That was spooky.
Ataran, how do we cleanse the corruption here?
I would imagine we might have to take care of things to the north and south, and possibly even the ghouls.
Yeah, I think it's by fire and blade that we
That
cleanse
is
this
a
place.
good sign, though, if the temple, whatever this constitutes as, is actually enchanted for protection, unless it is actual divine visitation through a means. But either way, Harhara, did you finish? Do you still need time?
Well, I'm still pretty banged up, but we just dress these wounds. It'll be a while until they're worth checking again.
I'm not sure out of character if you finished before she interrupted.
She did not.
No.
Yeah.
She did.
We did. I
So-
think we did our 10 minutes, right? We just did.
Yeah,
we
you
did
were
10
like
minutes.
halfway
Yeah.
through.
Oh,
You're
halfway
almost
through?
to the
Okay.
full. You're well, a little more. You're about like 50 minutes in, maybe 10 minutes left, and then the door burst open.
It may be wise to.
Oh,
It seems
did-
to be working. Finish resting and then go
Well,
after these
I was
ghouls.
gonna say, did 10 minutes or so pass while we were like tying her up and blocking the door and doing all that?
Sure, at least.
Okay, cool. At least, so maybe 20 minutes.
Sure.
I got a few timers I'm looking at. So, all right, yeah, let's. Darius, you want to try to patch me up? Take a look at these.
Yes, let me take a look.
Ooh,
Hey.
Darius. Now he's rolling for power.
Well, I have a +9 to do it now.
All right,
A little better. 12.
that is fantastic. That puts me very close to max hit points, so I'm feeling much better about continuing on. There's basically 3 big things that we have to keep track of time for our group at this point. Is battle medicine, whether or not they've used it in the last 24 hours, treat wounds and how long you're immune to that, and then guidance and how long you're immune to that. So that's why it's like important for me. If you're like, yeah, you guys spent 10 minutes. Yeah, you guys spent 20 minutes. That way I can keep ticking the timers down appropriately.
7 p.m. There you go. I do it by time in my head because it's easier for me. So I always think it's approximately this time because you've been there for about 4 hours now. Up to
4
you guys.
hours?
Yeah, because you've been waiting and then you were interrupted. Don't forget. You got here at 3, and then you waited till about 4, and then you waited again to 5, and then you were maybe it's 6. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe it's 6 o'clock. So you have killed 5 corrupted retainers. 3 you know for sure. 2 maybe. You killed 2
Rosencrantz and
Slurks.
Guildenstern were definitely corrupted.
2 Slurks, 1 got away. You killed a Vermlick. It was a lot easier this time. You guys were just batting it around like a punching bag. And Ural, the oh so wonderful priest that I so wanted to use, got defeated in 1 round. Anyhow, you are
What was
now
your
in
cool
a
thing?
You're going to see it later. So
Alright.
you are now in a cool room with cool doors to the west, an amazing mural on the floor, beautiful columns, a corridor to the north, a corridor to the south.
All right,
Who
let's
knows?
start north.
Is that what we're going to do, or are we
There's
going to
also a
handle the
door.
ghouls?
There's also a door to the northeast.
We should check up here first because
There's a lot. There's a lot
if we
going
went
on.
down there, we would have been ambushed from behind by that woman.
I suppose.
Either way, it's fine to me.
All right, let's check the door, maybe.
Oh, I didn't even realize there was a door there.
There's a door. What are you going to do?
I check it. I look at it. I perceive it.
You perceive a door. The door is closed. Looks like a normal door. No different than any other door.
Let's go in.
Is it locked?
You don't think so?
I touch the door and I wiggle it just a little bit.
You wiggle it?
Just a little bit.
Thank you. And I will, touch to see if it's locked. Is it locked?
No.
I open the door.
Okay.
How many demons are in there?
All the demons.
Give me a minute. There's a lot of demons.
4.
You open up the door. It is a very large bed chamber. Looks like in the southern portion, there is an office with a small desk, a chair, and lined with bookcases on the west and the east side, with the desk on the west side. To the north, you notice a very beautiful bedchamber with a furnished large double bed, an armoire, and another one of those eternal lights, as well as
two priests of some sort. One is an elderly woman, and a other is a gaunt man, and they seem to be arguing about something. They didn't seem to quite notice you yet. What do you do?
Shh, let's see if we can hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
Everyone be quiet.
So we shut the door back and just listen?
No,
Okay.
I try to be stealthy.
So you're
We
just
just-
going to try to listen?
just try and listen.
I'm trying to be quiet and listen.
They seem to be bickering about who gets this room. They seem to be arguing over who gets to take and sleep in this room and who gets the room to the south. It is a silly argument. That's it. What do you do?
I do. To get their attention.
They look at you and they look back at each other and they quickly grab their tridents and both lockstep go into a battle stance.
I take mountain stance.
Oh, that's fair. If they can stance, we can stance.
Roll for
No, it's all part of the same
combat.
thing. Altron's up first.
Wow, look at that. Trying to figure out distance here. What's the control to like measure distance with this?
You're 35 feet from both of them.
Oh, thanks. So, I believe Evil Eye was 30.
It's 30. And you can do mountain stance when you're in encounter after
I know.
after
I
it's
know.
rolled. Hey man, you got a problem with it.
No.
Bring it up with your buddies.
I'm gonna be a big mean person about it.
There's probably a feat you can take that lets you get into it earlier.
There
If
is.
I can bust through a door,
No, I mean, there is.
The time will come.
All right, so Acheron, having to get closer, will move 5 feet forward, and then like a large book or knickknack, I guess, on that shelf bookcase. Acheron says, "A rule of Vodic," and sends it flying at them.
Which one? Bach or Lessa?
Back.
Okay.
20.
Yep, you hit barely.
All right, end of my turn.
Wow, 12 points of damage. That's a lot of damage. Lahara's up.
Well, if it's like this, is it? She is going to run into the room and start causing some havoc. So first action is a stride. They're just like standing, blocking the way. Can I make that first one a tumble through? Because only their terrain is difficult on a half speed. And they're only like 20 feet away from Alhara. Do you think that would be
Well,
okay?
they're 5, 10, 15, 20. They're 25 feet from you.
Well, what I mean is, okay, yeah, so they're 25 feet from me, but I have like 30 movement. So I was hoping, I guess they're still quite too far. That's okay.
You're too far. Yeah.
That's fine. All right, I'm going to run up there, and that's one action. It's like, what, a bookcase? What's this, a table? Is this like a... When I get in the room, what do I see to my left and my right?
To the left, there is a divider. And it looks like there's a
Oh.
bathtub behind there. And then to the right is an armoire. It's very tight. Where you
It
are,
is
there's
very
no space.
Tight. All right, well, I'll have to move later. So for now, I'm just going to move up there. Second action, you know what? We're going to smack that same guy who just got hit with the projectile. We don't necessarily know these guys are corrupted, so I'm just going to go ahead and give him a swift kick in the face. 26 to his armor class.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 7 points of non-lethal bludgeoning damage. And my third action is going to be to ready a parry with my bow staff.
All right. Lessa is up as you're beating them up. They seem incredibly unhappy with that.
I mean, they pulled weapons on us, so...
Well, you interrupted their fight.
We interrupted a conversation, and they're like, kill them! I'm like, yeah, okay, they're corrupt.
Upset.
And then God shouted, "Roll for combat" at us.
That's right. And now she raises up again by the tide and the tempest. And she once again gets filled with rage and power.
Oh, but which god? See, it's probably Gorham, who's the roll for combat person.
And then she takes her trident and tries to hit. Well, there's only one person in front of her, isn't there?
I guess it's me.
25.
Oof. That is a hit.
14 points of damage. And with that, she is happy. And she's like, And then does something interesting. She raises her shield. Darius is up.
All right. Goes right up next to his sister and will continue the bludgeoning, taking the mountain stance, and then flurry of blows
Yeah.
Against which one?
against the one that Alhara has already been hitting.
The man?
We're
The dude?
definitely beating up old men before we're beating up
We
women.
definitely beat up old men first. The order is babies, old men.
Yes.
I hit. Great. 7 points of damage. I do it again.
You hit the old man. He's barely alive.
Old man again.
He's-
Oh, pow, old man.
Oh.
Well, bam.
Wow.
Take that. Take that, peepaw.
Old man is dead.
It's not
Dead?
lethal damage,
Unconscious.
no.
Old man
Unconscious.
died from shock
Unconscious.
of
Oh,
how
he's-
horrible you were to him.
I punched him, then he had a stroke, and then I punched him again. He had a heart attack. Oh God.
Hap is up.
Okay. So when you're in the mountain stance, do you have the same AC as Alhara, or is it
I
different?
have a 21. Now we have the same.
Okay.
When
Well,
she's parrying.
I'm gonna move in with one action, so that I can better see what's going on, and I'm going to create a beautiful cloud of butterflies out of embers to surround Alhara with Forbidden Ward.
Ooh.
Anything else?
No, that's 3 actions.
Atron is up. There's a lot of people in front of you.
So Acheron will move in, and then they will repeat the same spell, another telekinetic projectile, a rule of Odic, and send the same large knick-knack flying at the woman. For 26.
Ooh.
Okay. You hit her for minimum damage, almost 7 points.
Yeah, alright. It's the end of my turn.
Barely hitting her. Alhara's up.
What? All right. Fantastic. Well, there's only this one lady left. I'm going to start with a tumble through to get to the other side of her. Is it 22 against her reflex DC?
Mm-hmm. You get through.
Boom. I'm going to go right through. I end up also in a flanking position with Darius for double down. I don't know what I was going to say. I had a cool thing, but it
Double
didn't
down
happen.
damage.
Double down damage. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something tricky. So I've used one action to get over here. I have panache. And I'm going to spend my last 2 actions readying an action to trip her if she decides to attack us. And I'm going to shout, "Give up now. We're not here to hurt you. We're just here to stop the corruption." And that's all 3 of my actions.
She's got a big stick in her face and a lot of beef. A lot of beef in this room.
So the question is she corrupted? Because if so, then she knows we're going to stop her. And if not,
Well,
then
you just
maybe
killed
she'll
her.
let us
You
help.
just killed her husband.
I knocked
so-
her
Knocked-
husband out.
We
She
knocked
doesn't
him
know
out.
that. She does not know that.
Okay.
She can't tell the difference between like cold
In
cocky and
fi-
punching
it's
you in
been
the face.
6
and-
seconds.
All right.
It's been
He
6
just got
seconds.
punched in the face and
All
went
right, she
down.
does what she
For
does.
all
She does what
knows,
she does.
He's
She
dead.
does what she does.
So
She
her
was
poor-
given a choice.
You're an old woman and old man, and you're but
Whatever. She was given a choice.
I feel like these are all NPCs we could have saved, and now we'll never hear what they have to say.
I mean, we tried to start a conversation with them, and they
That's
attacked
true.
us.
That's
I just
true.
cleared my throat and they grabbed weapons, so.
I don't feel bad about this.
okay.
Those
she
first ones we
takes-
said, "Please don't
she
kill
takes
us,"
a
and they said, "Nope, we're killing
5-foot
you."
step to get out of flanking,
Sensible.
and goes on top of her dead husband and says, "How dare you attack my husband?" And
We just told you why.
And attacks Darius.
Okay.
Should look really good as ghoul bait.
Miss.
Right, so my
She
readied action goes
misses.
on.
All right, now she's betripped.
It's a 16 against her what is trip against her reflex DC.
Why is it 16?
Because I have panache, and it's an action that would give me panache, so therefore I get a +1 circumstance bonus to it. Okay, swashbuckle is cool.
She falls down.
Excellent.
We told you, he's fine. Just surrender, unless you're one of the corrupt ones who worships the demons.
She stands up.
Okay.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will flurry of blows her to knock her out. First shot. Boom, crit. Good night.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
How's she looking?
nearly dead. You hear bones breaking in her face.
No. This is a little. I'm doing nerve strikes here. Big meaty fists and solar plexus knock the wind out of her.
You still hear things breaking because she's old.
Mm.
I remember the man being old, not the woman. But...
Second strike, big whiffity whiff.
Let it go on record. We've done our
This is-
best to not kill these people. And at
And
every turn...
Third hit, still a miss, but she makes a save. DC 19, stunning strike save. All right, she makes it.
20. Hap is up.
Okay, I'd like to roll Demoralize with Intimidate. Lady, you just have to stand down. Nobody has to get hurt and your husband will be fine.
Doesn't sound very intimidating, but said it nicely.
Well, I breathe myself in a little bit of fire,
Oh, there you go.
Okay, she's frightened 1. You successfully demoralized her.
Okay. And then I'll hold an orb of fire, and I'll ready to throw it at her if she attacks someone.
Okay. Atron's up.
Atron looks around curiously and just says, "A rule of Odic," and throws the paperweight back at her.
Well,
Can
I
you
don't
say it
know-
like this?
Wait,
A
wait.
rule
What
of
were you trying
Odic?
to? Wait. Let's go back. Because Hap, you can't do. What were you trying to do? Because to ready an action, you're trying to do that. You try. What are you trying to do?
Use an action to ready an action?
You use
It takes
2 actions
two
to
actions.
ready.
Okay, and with 2 actions, you ready a 1 action thing?
Correct.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You can't do a 2-3 action spell.
No,
for
that's
ready.
fine. That's fine. With my 2 actions, I'll put a, I'll re-up the Forbidden Ward on Ahara.
All right. What's Atron doing?
Telekinetic projectile.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That actually will miss.
Even with the frightened one?
You hit her instead and do 9 points of damage.
And then Atron will start glaring. This needs to stop, or be prepared for the finality of it. And Atron just glares at her, using Evil Eye.
Okay, she's evil-eyed.
So, frightened one anyway, but now can maintain it.
Alhara's up.
All right. Well, if she's not going to give up nicely, it's best just to be safe than sorry. I'm going to.
She hasn't gone yet. We don't know if she's going to give up nicely.
I mean, she did. I told her to stand down, and then she decided to attack anyway. So who knows? So I'm going to go
You
ahead.
can't stand there. There's a bed in your way, and it's like less than 20% of the square.
All right, that's fine.
Get on the bed. Be like, yeah, from the
You
bed.
can do that. You can do it on the bed.
I'll totally do it on the bed. So Ahara's going to spend an action to leap onto the bed, and then she is going to pivot down on a heel on the bed with her one foot, with her other foot striking out, and which would normally be like a leg sweep, but this should hit her basically in the shoulder. And I'm going to do a confident finish with an unarmed, non-lethal attack. 17 against her flat-footed armor class.
Yeah, you totally kill her.
Knock her out. They're just knocked out.
Just clunk on the head. All dead.
In all
She
fairness,
dies on top of her husband.
I did literally turn a druid into ash. So I mean, there has been some murder.
There has been some murder,
course.
but
Of course.
we're trying. We're trying to keep everyone alive.
I did a 39 burst on him.
I mean, that was pretty nasty. Those guys are legit gonna stab us in the back, though.
All right,
Oh,
two
for
more
sure.
people. They were not. They actually were going to do exactly what I said, and they were going to leave.
Except they
With their
didn't, because I
pets.
told them to leave, and they didn't leave.
No, you wanted their weapons. They said they were going to open up the door, give you the weapons, and then they were going to leave, and they would.
Well, I mean,
It's true, but anyhow,
We
they
don't
are
believe
both.
you either.
Oh well, I'm telling you the truth.
We
That I
still
wouldn't
don't
lie
believe
about.
you.
All right, well, I'm not lying. They are crumpled up on a heap on top of each other, bleeding out. What do you do?
If they were married, then why were they fighting over who gets which room?
Who said they were married?
Ataran's gonna come up and look over their bodies and such to see if they have anything to take off, symbols, weapons, etc.
Yeah, they got tons of stuff on them.
All right.
Actually, no, they have nothing on them except the same stuff as everyone else. I
Okay.
made a mistake.
Let's check this room.
They have hide armor, gray robes, trident, wooden shield. You take those off. What are you doing with them? You just leaving them there?
I think we can lock them in here. They were fighting over this room anyway. It's probably their bedroom. We'll search the room, make
Let's
sure
search the room,
there's
yeah.
nothing they can use as a weapon against us, and they can hang out in here.
For how long? Because they can get up any minute.
I'll watch them. If they start to move, we'll deal with it.
Okay. So who's doing what?
Are you tying them up again? Or
Yeah,
what?
let's use. I have some rope left.
There's like a wardrobe in here, right?
Oh, there's a wardrobe.
Alhara has rope lore.
Whoa, rope lore. Rope
Yeah,
lore. Let's
you
rope 'em
got
up.
it. Otteron
Tie them
knows.
together back to back.
All right. Yep. We'll tie them together with fancy freaking knots. This will be fun. And we'll leave them on the bed, and we'll search while other folks search the rest of the little apartment here.
Yeah, I wants to look over the bookshelves and the desk.
All right. Well, there's a lot here. You look around. There was a metal bathtub. There's an armoire. It's filled with clothes. There's hundreds of books here. There's a desk. So this will take a while.
And Hap, you should look for magic as usual.
Oh, I was gonna do it. I was just waiting until everyone was done talking.
So what are you gonna do? Because it's not gonna be a simple look around. If you want a Greyhawk, it'll probably take an hour or two. There's a lot of books. It's
What's
obviously-
a gray robin?
Greyhawk?
What's a gray robin? I know what a gray hawk is. It's an hour or two. What's a gray robin?
I don't know what a gray robin is.
You know,
do less,
Yeah,
a more in-depth search than it.
it's a lesser bird,
Then you
Okay.
tell me what you want to do. That's all.
like half a hawk.
I
You know?
see. No, it's either all or nothing. If
Oh,
you just
shoot.
if-
Full
if-
hawk.
you either do the whole thing or you just tell me what you want to search on.
Wait.
For
So our
how long?
options are look under every stone, rock, and corner, or search, or not search the room at all.
No. It's look
No,
under
you tell
everything
me.
or look under the specific things that
You or you
mentioned.
tell me. That's all. It's either you tell me or you can do everything.
Well, let's lead with I'll concentrate real hard and see if there's any magic around.
You want to get to the middle of the room? Eh?
Well, what blocks?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the middle
'Cause now
room.
I'm actually curious about this emanation thing, and now I'm curious.
Well, I know that lead does so.
No, I'm curious. Like, would wood block it?
If it's blocked by everything, then it's basically a spell that doesn't do anything.
Right.
Well,
That's what
I'm
I'm
sure
wondering.
there's degrees, right? So check out the spell and see what's up.
Because like would a
Well, it says
sword's
emanation,
scabbard
so I'm
block
now
it?
curious. Like, if it's in a drawer, is it blocked?
So the emanation rules don't say about things that affect in areas necessarily. It just says an emanation issues forth from each side of your space extending out to a specified number of feet in all directions. For instance, bless, blah, blah, blah. Because the sides of the target space are used, an emanation from a larger creature affects a greater overall area. An emanation effect includes the target of the emanation, but the creature creating the effect can exclude the target if desired. So it doesn't say anything about what blocks it in the emanation rules anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking up divination under magic and spells, and there's nothing specific.
I think it's one of those areas that's left specifically a gray area for you to decide what should work and what should not.
Well, you
There is
detect some magic.
So there is a thing for a line of effect. It says when creating effect, you usually don't need an unblocked path to the target of the spell, the origin of a point of effects, or the place where you create something, yada yada. It's called a line of effect. You have line of effect unless a creature is entirely behind a solid physical barrier. So however you interpret that.
A solid wall between the origin of a fireball and a creature within the burst radius blocks the effect. So I guess you have to decide, like, I'm sure that like a paper wall wouldn't block the effect, so you just have to decide what this is capable of penetrating.
Yeah, I have to think about it, but for now, you do detect magic.
Okay, guys, there's a little, I'm getting a hint of something. I think there's some magic in here.
I'm going to look over this desk and then the bookcase.
I'll look in the wardrobe.
Yeah, we do not necessarily know where the magic is, so just be careful. It could be a trap too.
Okay, you look at the desk, and there is some letters on the desk and drawers. And in the armoire, there's clothes.
Yeah, Adoran will start by going over those letters then.
There's a recent letter that looks like written from Harlock, and this looks like it's his desk and his room. written from a distant Gozerian abbey discussing rare spells. And included with this letter, it looks like there are 3 scrolls included with the letter, and they are the spells they're discussing, you think.
Okay. Then I will read them over.
Okay, so there's a letter in here, and there's 3 scrolls that you could detect, but you can't really read them unless you spend some time. And it looks like the letter is discussing the spell Personal Rain Cloud, Sea Surge, and Sudden Bolt. You've never heard of these spells before.
Okay. So I would say I have found a few scrolls of rare spells that I will need to look over. I will see if I can even identify them. Otherwise, Happy may have to.
I'll put those in my box of things that are no longer affected by detect magic and see if I still get a ping.
You do not get a ping.
Oh, that's it. That's the magic I was finding.
They were in a letter to Harlock from some abbey.
Oh, what's it say?
Just that they were sending over these scrolls, and they are rare spells that they had found.
Well, that's interesting.
Yes. Let's, I guess, keep looking over the room, and I will look at the scrolls.
Sure. So I'll look in the armoire.
It has clothes that you can tell. That's about it.
I will shut the armoire.
Okay. And Toronto also finds in one of the drawers a cash box.
Oh, nice. So I don't know, take out the cash box from the drawer.
Okay. You got the box. Small box.
This is some sort of lock box if you want to check it for traps, Sahara, unless someone else should do this.
Yeah, okay. I can look it over.
Okay. And Ataran puts it on the ground.
Doesn't look trapped.
Fine to me.
Okay. Ataran opens it, I guess?
You open it up. There is 29 gold pieces in it.
Ooh.
What's the point of a lockbox that isn't locked? You know?
Maybe they lost the key.
Maybe.
Or they only lock it when they are going to be away for some time. They know they're going to be away for some time.
Maybe they trust everyone here.
Well, I will look over these scrolls. And maybe that's a good place to start. Or stop, rather. 40 extra minutes comes by fast.
Mm-hmm.
When you're killing elderly people.
Yeah.
Knocking them out. Jeez.
When you assault the elderly, time moves real fast.
Nice.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember that putting a portable hull inside a bag of holding voids the warranty on both.